What is up, breath of fresh air? I'm Patrick. I'm gonna be your host for this shorty, and it's gonna be a little different than well, it's not gonna be different, but what I'm about to talk about is gonna be different. But before we get into that, you guys have work to do. Smash that subscribe button. Leave us some comments, feedback. Let us know what we're doing, good, bad, ugly. It don't matter. We always read the comments, and we always, geez, always mess that one up. We always read the feedback and always respond to the comments. One day I'm gonna get that right. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, let's just jump right into it. NHL, you're under the microscope. Let's get it. All right. So today I am going to talk about the NHL and its very unique 2021 playoff. Well, so this year we don't have the standard East versus or North versus East versus West, whatever it is. We are going into a Northeast Southwest, 4 conferences, and they're going to take the first 2 rounds. Are going to be the first 4 teams with the most points. They are going to play in a 1-4-2-3 format for the first 2 rounds. Once they get those cleared out, then they're going to go into another. They're going to reseed everybody with the winners of those matches. They're going to reseed them into another 1-4-2-3 format. So it's very interesting on how hockey is really handling their playoffs this year, which is kind of very interesting on how they do it, because you can actually see a Stanley Cup matchup that we've never seen before, because you can have 2 from the East come out of it, or you can have 2 from the West. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. I like it. So, but let's jump into it. Let's see how it's going to play out. But I'm going to give you my picks, and we're going to go from there. Not in any necessary order. I'm just going to say who is the 16 teams that's going to make the playoffs, and we'll go from there. So we got I got to pull up my notes real quick. All right, so we're going to start in the Central. So the Central has the Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers, Chicago Blackhawks, Columbus Blue Jackets, Carolina Hurricanes, Dallas Stars, Nashville Predators, and the Detroit Red Wings. With this being said, before I get into this too much, I know this is about 2 weeks behind, but with the new playoff format, I didn't really think that it was going to be that big of a deal for it to be a little bit behind, since there was other pressing topics that came up first. So, but with that being said, here's my picks. So Tampa Bay, I obviously got them in there with them winning the Stanley Cup last year, and then now showing no signs of letting up. This year, I don't see why they would not be in the playoffs. They are a strong, fast team, and nothing else to really say about it. Tampa Bay is just, they're for real. I also got the Florida Panthers, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Chicago Blackhawks coming out of the Central. With those 4 teams, it's going to be very interesting, because a lot of them have the same style, which is making the Central very interesting for me. The speed that all 4 of those teams have, with the Lightning, Panthers, Blackhawks, and Blue Jackets. All of those have they're very strong and fast. So we'll see how that one goes, because you could. Tampa Bay's, chances are Tampa Bay is going to take the Central, but being number 1 seed, but man, those Panthers are pretty fast and pretty scary too, so don't count them out. We'll move on to the East. I have, let me say who's in there. We got the Boston Bruins, Philadelphia Flyers, Washington Capitals, New York Islanders, Pittsburgh Penguins, New Jersey Devils, Buffalo Sabres, and the New York Rangers. With this one, I was going with the Boston Bruins. I think they're going to take the first seed. But would not be surprised, actually, if the Philadelphia Flyers take that one as a first seed. But I think Boston is a little bit of a more balanced team with their blue liners, as well as their first 2 lines are pretty dominant, actually. So I'm gonna go with Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, and Pittsburgh. I think those 4 teams are gonna probably come out of the East. So moving on to the North, this one has the Toronto Maple Leafs, Montreal Canadiens, Edmonton Oilers, Winnipeg Jets, Vancouver Canucks, Calgary Flames, and the Ottawa Senators. This one was pretty. Up in the air for me. I have the Montreal, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Toronto coming out of this one. I think Montreal is actually going to probably be the number 1 seed in this. But Toronto could do it, but I think Montreal will be the number 1 seed coming out of this one, and I think they're a far better team than Toronto. So, but we'll see. Out of the West, you got the St. Louis Blues, Vegas Golden Knights, Colorado Avalanche, Arizona Coyotes, Anaheim Ducks, Minnesota Wild, San Jose Sharks, and the Los Angeles Kings. Out of this one, I got the Vegas Golden Knights coming out, Colorado, Arizona, and Minnesota. I know St. Louis, a lot of y'all will probably say, well, you're crazy you don't have St. Louis. St. Louis is a good team. But I think these 4 teams, and don't get me wrong, I think I'm going with Minnesota as one of those wild card kind of things. I think that Minnesota has a little bit more to offer than what they're playing right now. So call me crazy, I don't know, but I think Minnesota is a far better team than what they're producing right now. So just to recap on how how the playoffs are going to go, they're going to take the top 4 teams out of each one of those divisions, and they're going to seed them in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going to play 1, 4, 2, 3. They're going to do that for 2 rounds, and then they're going to reseed the winners of that into the same 1, 4, 2, 3 based on the points that they had throughout the regular season. And that's how they're going to put their playoffs together. So it's going to be a very interesting season, especially how the NHL put that together. I'm looking forward to the playoffs actually more than I've ever looked forward to the playoffs in NHL history, because I like this format. So anyway, drop some comments, feedback, and tell me what you think. We'll see y'all next time.